Welcome back to Let's Play Beast Wars Transformers. Now that I have Black Arachnia, I'm going back to complete the desert levels that I hadn't touched yet.
Isn't it like nighttime all the time? It's fucking nighttime. No, the sky
Not
is
necessarily.
purple. What the hell is going on? What the?
It's just dark.
It's just like what?
I don't know. Now this is a track that actually was on the PC version, but wasn't actually used for the desert levels. It was just sort of there.
Voice.
Yes.
Terrorize!
Well, it can't be any worse than the voice she had in the Japanese version of the show.
It kind of does sound like her Japanese voice.
God, that voice actress, I just don't know what she... I don't know what the writers in Japan think.
Shut the fuck
basically, when they're
It's like maybe they just let her into the studio.
She's the only one with a useful missile because it's basically a lightning bolt.
Like it's basically like they just let that woman into the studio and just say whatever the fuck she wants.
I know.
She just goes on for several minutes.
You know, I don't know whether to blame her or the writers, but I still think the writers are mostly to blame. I mean, every single dub of the series that they bring from our side of the pond to theirs is just... let's turn it into the biggest fucking ass comedy of the history of the everything. Because the fourth wall can suck it.
I mean, we tend to make stuff pretty dumb when we bring it over here, but we turn it into comedy, well, kind of no more than it usually is, so we just kind of make it, like, more dumb. We dumb it down, we don't turn it into a comedy, or maybe we do. We just avoid the dark stuff, whereas they take everything and they're just like, oh, let's make it funny. I don't know, is it really equivalent exchange? I don't fucking know.
I wouldn't think so.
It just doesn't seem right since the Japanese, when they do a series on their own, you know, they get it right. But when it takes some of ours, it's just fucked up. Yep. Make sense? No! Why am I still talking about this?
Because there's not really much to say. These are the desert levels. I am low on health.
Well, the desert levels. They're brighter than most of the other levels, and yet not. It still appears to be nighttime.
I don't get it.
Is it like an energon clouds or something? Is that what they're...
Beats me. Tasteful. All I can really think about when I see the desert levels is exactly how nervous I was playing this as a kid. I have technically only ever finished this game maybe once or twice my entire life. Because this game, as a child, scared the bejesus out of me. Would you like to come closer?
I'm just laying back and watching your ass, man. You know, this pixely boxy glory.
Yeah, well... I'm pretty sure if I had gotten alternative co-commentator in here, would have been more of that than anything, than any talking.
This is like the most boring level.
On his behalf.
Danger. Energon meter low.
Oh, shut up.
I mean, all I remember about the desert levels was there was like one with this big ass thing that scared the shit out of me too.
It actually isn't that big. But I can say one thing. The audio leveling in the PC version was awful. Everything was a lot a lot of things were a lot quieter than they needed to be, and a lot of things were a lot louder than they needed to be. For instance, well, the boss of this particular level, which is used to scare the crap out of me solely because it was so loud. I thought that its blasts were gonna be... Its blasts were like the stuff of nightmares. I mean... Now it's a little softer.
Energy meter low. Transform immediately.
Shut up.
And
It's totally possible for her transformation to make sense.
her legs become flat when she transforms.
No, not just that. I mean the fact that her... You see that her shape is very hourglass shaped, not unlike the thing on her back.
Yeah.
But that's her beast mode,
Danger. Energon meter low. Transform
Well, look.
immediately.
It's great, big, and bulbous. And yet that's supposed to be part of her robot mode torso.
Yeah, I guess she is one of the more... Well, all the females are kind of impossible, but, you know...
Well, I think the biggest issue here is that she was initially just a repaint of Tarantulas.
Yeah. Still have not done, probably just because they can't. They have not done a,
Oh boy.
Is that it?
Yeah. Like I said, the
Fucking
noise
lame.
is a lot softer now.
Look at this thing, it looks fucking retarded. It's going like...
Now it comes straight at you. Whoa!
Oh god!
Does that not look creepy?
Get away!
Oh god.
Get away, Wally! Get away!
It's going in circles now. This is gonna be fun. Come on.
Jesus!
Yeah, I know.
Die! Die! It isn't even doing anything! This goes in circles! This goes in circles!
And it.
What? What?
It
Start
yeah.
mission.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
What?
Start
It wasn't even... you didn't even have it dead to rights. What happened? Did it clip through the ground?
No, it exploded. I ended up killing it. It just took so frickin' long, and that by the time it did that, it looked more like it died of a... It fell down the hole death than anything else. We're playing as Barney again.
Right.
It's time to take out the giant mining machine.
Giant mining machine. Okay.
This one I wasn't so isn't necessarily so scary because there's not really a boss, unless you consider the 3 big bombers at the one mining site to be a boss.
I mean, part of what makes this game creepy is that friggin'... Or what did make it creepy is just the off-draw distance. Just
Yeah,
like-
that was one of the things about most old 3D games is that it seemed a lot scarier because of
I can't see
primitiveness.
2 feet in front of me!
just because of how primitive it is.
You mean like basically why people say all the first Silent Hill games were so damn scary?
Yeah,
I mean, that's the truth. I mean, it's argued a lot. The only reason they're fucking scary is because, you know, you can't even really tell what something is. I mean, you have this guy that's gored on a fence, and the reason it's scary is because it's so obscure.
nondescript.
It's so nondescript, it's obscure looking. It's like, what the fuck is that? That's fucking terrifying, whatever that is. But, you know, if you just had, like, all the gore played out for everyone to see, it's just like... It's not even remotely.
And these are the bombers.
It's basically, you know...
And
What the...
there we go.
That looks like Crapple Solar Tower, stupid. It's impossible architecture, basically.
I know. I mean, look at this. What? That's what it's standing on. And now we have a bomb.
Is that a wooden bridge?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna build all these, like, these giant metal cities, and then we're gonna have a wooden bridge. It's great.
It is this point that I realize that the mining machine is beyond this wall, but looks like I'm gonna have to go back and look for some power-ups. Barney mode!
Wooden bridge. This can totally support your weight. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not being held up by anything.
Oh god. This was
Oh
a bad
my
idea!
God, there's
Everything's
lasers.
shooting at me!
This is just...
War grounds! Shoot, shoot, shoot! Laser, laser, laser!
It's like Skyrim without the dragons.
Come on.
Or, you
Giant
know,
tuning forks.
New Vegas without the dumbass
Ah!
ladder.
You know, those ships looked a lot bigger from a distance. I don't know. Okay, that's a lot to deal with. Well,
In retrospect, these things are tiny and non-menacing at all.
yeah. Nothing over here.
Danger. Energon meter low.
Much like how the
Transform
carrier craft,
immediately.
much like how the carrier craft in the rescue missions is actually kind of small.
Yeah.
Megatron terrorize!
A lot of things just seem a lot smaller in this version of the game. Missiles!
Energon meter low. Transform.
And it didn't even destroy them.
Well,
Ow.
I like how Megatron's gun is so rapid fire here, whereas it's basically a little bit more like he kind of goes wah.
Laser! I'm a firing blade. Wah!
Danger.
But in this, it's like a
Meter
freaking
low.
machine gun.
Transform immediately.
Beast mode!
Only because it has to be for the sake of the gameplay necessities of this game.
It's like
More rapid fire than concentrated blasts. Ignoring you, ignoring you, ignoring you, ignoring you, ignoring you, ignoring you, ignoring you. I always like the weird way they jumped across those particular types of objects.
Terrorize!
And you shoot the rocks and they just go. In the PC game, they would go. That's another thing that scared the shit out of me. Is just the sound leveling in the PC version. And then when I play this version, it's like, what was I ever afraid of? And now the mining machine is activated, which means we can climb the lamp, the lamp, the lamp, the ramp.
you speak good English.
We can climb the ramp right here and drop the bomb. Drop the bomb, drop the bomb.
Oh,
Across here. And bomb in place. Let's get down.
why is there the control panel like right behind where the rocks are going to be falling?
That's the bomb.
Okay.
Kaboom! And
It
64
just
explosions.
evaporates.
Yeah. And mission complete. That's all for now. I will see you next time. Buzzer!